Hey guys, this is AlphaTraveler1. My apologies for being late, but it always seems that Google Hangouts don't work for me. Or, I plan a lot of my stuff and it just doesn't work. So my apologies here for not being on time, but I'm just trying to get on, but Google does not work. Trying all different kinds of things and won't connect me. So my apologies here. So thank you all very much for coming. So this is actually a stream about where to get free songs. There's quite a few of you who asked about additional resources just on YouTube, and especially there are very small channels out there that recently asked me about this, and this is the reason why I am doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. So bear with me, please. So guys, as you can see, what we have here, um, I have that this was pre-scheduled, but it doesn't work. It won't take me anywhere. So this is the reason why we have a Google Hangout here. So going here, as you know, from our perspective, before I get on, hey, let me see who's on here. Caesar, how are you? Mary Ellen, Juan, everybody, thank you all very much for coming. Angela, Wendy. So everybody, as a creator, I know that every one of you are really fantastic in terms of um, doing your craft and doing what you do, right? So one of the things that I've been asked by a lot of smaller channels is, hey, where do you get free um, free things, free songs? So that's how we're. This is the reason why we're going through this particular stream. Hey, Derek and Greg, how are you? So many of our smaller channels, I'm sure every one of you have encountered folks who are brand spanking new. They don't truly know where to get it, so it's really simple. This is actually for them. Probably less for y'all here, because I think most of you do know where to get the music. If you don't, very simple. Hey, Hitop, how are you? Thanks for coming. So what we do is really simple. I'm going to get started for our smaller channels who don't know how to get music from YouTube. It's really simple. It's you go to your creator studio and we're look all the way to the bottom where it says create. Click on create, and what it will do is it will take you there, and you'll see free music. Hey, Wishy Mouse, thanks for coming. How are you? So one of the things that I want to talk about is this. This is free music, and a lot of the songs are great. However, just to give you an idea, I find it a lot easier to coordinate and do collaborates with channels who are already in music because they know what's really good and what could be free. Hey Dan, how are you? So this is the reason why I hang out a lot with musical channels. And these music channels could I kind of give them an idea of what I want. They could kind of make suggestions. Just to give you an idea, so this is where you could get the free audio. The issue is this: that on this free audio, I have I have spent literally probably 1 or 2 days listening to music, sampling music, and I was only able to get maybe 4 or 5 that I really liked. Hey, Mickey Bunch, how are you? Thank you for coming. So, but here's the thing: what's really nice about this is this music is loyalty free, so that means you don't have to pay the artist. However, here are some best practice for you guys. And a lot of people don't do that. I certainly try to do that as much as I can, even if it's a loyalty free. It doesn't mean we should not, as a creator, not give them um, kudos or give them credit for their music. So if you see that, the videos that I have music that I'm using loyalty free, at the end, even sometimes in the beginning, I will list out the video credits or music credits. Please remember, even if you use a small little clip, give the person, the band, the author of the music some credit, guys. Don't forget that. Simply because, as a creator yourself, you want people to know who you are, right? So does the music folks. Hey, Laurel, thank you very much for coming and supporting. So that is best practices for you guys. I know that some of you use music and you might not put, the credits on there. Please remember to give them credit if you can, right? So this way, from a creator perspective, I talked to some musicians and they said it's always good to know that my music is appreciated, that they're giving me credit. Think about that. Hey, Rob, how are you? Thanks for coming. So, really simple, guys. First rule of thumb, if you're using credit, hey, Rosa, thanks for coming. How are you? So if you are using if using music that are free, or even, please make sure you give the author of the music or the band credit on your video. This will entice them to continue to do this for free, and they will appreciate that. And there are times where there was once that actually a band member saw it and reached out to me, direct message me saying thank you for giving them credit. Keep that in mind. So what you see here, guys, is really simple for our small channel. Hey, Emma, thanks for joining. How are you? Mystery Steamboat, how are you? Thank you for joining. So one of the best things here is the audio library, just to give you an idea what you could expect out of this. And let me tell you, what you see here, this console, is very useful. I'll tell you why. Because if you look at this, where you have Genere, click on it, it will give you a full drop down. Okay, look at this. All these Generes. If you know what type of music you want, you could simply click through that. It will take you there. How cool is that? Okay. So you also have the moods. The same thing. Angry, bright, calm. It depends on what videos you're making. So YouTube makes it very, very simple for you guys. You want to know your video, what you're doing, you want to search for it, here is the toolbar to help you search. Instruments. What's nice about it is many of us, want some instrumental music. Here it is. Acoustic guitar, bass, drum. Everything you name under the sun is here, guys. So this is really cool. When you guys do look for music, make sure you look up here for all the search functions. And check this out, duration, it gives you time, how long some songs or sound of songs are in here for the music. Look at this, 30 seconds all the way up to more than 5 minutes. They have everything here, guys. So from a creator perspective, make sure you know what you want in terms of music-wise, type of mood that you want to put your reviewers in. Start searching here. And here's the thing, attributes. Attribution required or not required. So again, this goes back to saying, if you, from a perspective of like a Disney Channel or even non-Disney Channel, right? Travel channel, attribution, that means you're going to give them credit, guys. Always give people credit, guys. It is always the best thing to do. You have bands and people who truly, work really hard on their music and they provide it to you for free. It's always a best practice to say, hey, let's do that. So do me a favor, even if you don't do that, it's always a good practice to give attributes, guys. So welcome, and think about that. Keep that in mind. Any music you do, put an attribute. It's always best practice. You know what? You can probably make a friend down the road, right? Just so you know, I guess so the band reached out to me. I actually have their direct contact information now, which is really cool. So when you use that, you give people at their credit where the credit is due. You will make a friend. Think about that. How cool is that? And if it's a band that truly understands, collaboration, maybe somewhere down the road, you guys could tag team a video and stuff like that. You videotape. You don't know what could transpire. So think about that. It is really cool. Always give attributes. Make sure you use any music, put that out there. It also shows your professionalism, guys. Think about how cool that is. It shows that you're no longer a small channel that's just putting your video out there for family and friends. Talking about truly following a script. This is a good thing. All right. So what's really nice about this is the music. So if you're looking for music, this is where you go. Hey, Dole Whip Dad, how are you? Mr. Streamboat, how are you? So this is where you get the free music. And let me tell you, I kind of realized that a lot of the Disney type of music that you are listening to, a lot of these big channels, can be gotten here as well, guys. I was really surprised. So, later on, I'm going to show you a few of my samples. Listen to them. And let me tell you, it's going to be a lot of fun. Also, what's nice about this is when you are making a cameo, making a statement, or making something to make a point, a lot of times you may want to have a sound effect, like plates breaking, cars screeching. Sound effects, guys. How cool is that? So when you hear, someone in the music that says stop, and then you hear a car screeching, you could get all that there here as well. Look at this stuff. How cool is that? They have sound effects for you guys. In here, you have categories. Look at the categories, guys. You got alarms, ambiance, animal, everything you need, guys. Closing doors and all that good stuff. All here. So from a music perspective, if you are not working with someone, in terms of getting music and recommendations, this is where you go. So here's the thing. In terms of adding already videos, I will show you just a little bit. I'll show you something else after I'm done with this particular piece, Derek. It's not that hard. You can do that when the video is published. I'll show you how. But what I've done is this. So Google sound effects and music. I've downloaded quite a few things. Okay. How many of you heard of this one here? Check this out. We got Christmas songs too, guys. Right? And this is free. So how many Disney channels do you know use this song here? So you have all that. So you're able to download everything you need. And listen to this, guys. You know you're going to want this. So Juan, does this sound familiar too? How cool is that? This is free. This is all from Google Music. Everything from Halloween to Christmas to everything, just happy, happy, joy, joy. It's here. So what I really love about this really is the sound effects. You get all kinds of sound effects. There goes a broken, kind of like a broken plate, all that good stuff. You could just cut and paste. You also could get, cars screeching, tires. Hey, Midnight Raven, thanks for joining. Hey, Phil, thanks for joining. How are you? So, guys, you who don't know how cool Google Music is, go look around. They have a lot of really cool music. But again, it to me, as a creator, I hang out, sometimes at Hip Top's Music or other music creators channels in their streams. I listen to their music, and I will actually go write down the music that I like that I'm going to put into my video as well. And these channels are all playing music that can be used without royalty. I guess it's loyalty free, right? So I do that as well. So not only am I using the YouTube free songs here, I'm also collaborating with a whole bunch of them. So hopefully this helps you guys out understanding how to get free music, where to get free music, and just to give you an idea, for those of you who are who truly want to see this, well, here's the thing. So from a stream-wise perspective, my assumption is you can. I mean, that's how a lot of big streamers, if their stream goes offline, you hear the same music. This is where they get it from, right? Or like what I did here was I put it in the background, I played it, and you heard it. So you could hear that, right? So let's take a look at this structure here. It's this track where you see as this play. This is the name. And then in some instances, you'll see Janir. You'll see the time, right? How do you download it? Really simple. You see this down here? It says download. So when you download this, you click on it, it'll say yes or no. Generally, what happens is that it will take you to where it says downloads. So you have in your computer or where you have a folder, it will actually download into a download folder. What I did was I cut and pasted and put it into a Google Sound and Music folder that I have created for myself. So hopefully that kind of helps you. It's easier that I have it all together. So that's how you do it. So hopefully this kind of helps you get an understanding where to get your free music from and free sound effects. So guys, again, I think it is very important that if you get the music, you know who the author is, who the band is, give them credit, right? And then two, be ready to spend some time listening and sampling. And this is what they call sampling. When you're listening to it, you're just clicking through it. There's a lot of stuff out there that may not truly fit the Disney mold. I can tell you that. I've sampled hours, right? But this is the reason why I kind of hang out in some of those music streams, so I can listen to some things that I think may fit what I am doing. So that's kind of the reason why I do a twofold for music wise. Hang out and collaborate with music channels. They'll tell me what and who, where, and how, and then also come here as well to the Google Music and sound effects. Great place to get them for free, and that you won't have to pay a dime. You don't have to worry about being demonetized, guys, because you're playing someone's music that already has a claim against you. So think about that. All right. South Carolina Slots, how are you? Thank you for coming. How is everybody doing? So everybody, if I did not get to you, my apologies. But this is kind of for our community to kind of look at some of the tools that are available to get free music and free sound effects. So simple as that. For music, got to do some sampling. Listen to it. You like it, download it. And once it downloads, it goes into your download folder in your laptop or desktop. Simple as that. Now, remember the sound effects. I have to tell you, I am very, very impressed with the sound effects. You got things like, box opening, things blowing up, car screeching. This is what makes or gives you your video that special oomph. When you say to people, stop, you could put a tire screeching to a stop there. Gives it a certain bravado, guys, that people expect from a good channel. So don't forget to come to the sound effects channel here. Okay. So DNG Explorers asked about if you could do it if a video has been published. The answer is yes. You could actually add or just subtract, and I'll show you how. So just as an example, I'm not going to do this, but I'm going to show you how. So you just click on edit, right? Just say edit. And what you want to do is you come to audio. That's simple. Now, here's the thing. Like all systems, it's not perfect. I actually had to do this with one of my videos simply because I had a few seconds of a video from BBC, and BBC came and claimed it and said, I can't monetize. So I actually had to snip that piece out through enhancements. But I also had another video where there was music that was played by a dog show. It came through the video, and the owner of that music, from my understanding, talking to others, they're really about, hey, you can't use my music. So I came here, went to the audio, replaced all that audio with music. So yes, you can do that. When you publish a video, you can change the audio right off the bat by clicking on audio. So DNG Explorer, hopefully that kind of helps you. Hey Panda, thanks for joining. How are you, sir? So from a music perspective, that's how you replace the audio so that you don't get demonetized if someone has a music hit against you. But here's the thing, for many of us who do live streams, that also replaces your voice. Keep that in mind. It's all or nothing. So when you replace audio tracks here, it's all or nothing. So it's everything that's in there, you have to replace. So hopefully that kind of helps you. So let's get back to create. I expect the expectation thing. Park, how are you? Thanks for joining. So this is it. Really simple. Go to create, go to audio library. It is free. So again, you have to do a lot of sampling. There are a lot of music out here that is certainly inappropriate for our genre. You have to listen to it, and when you are ready, click on download. Once you click on download, the music will appear in your downloaded folder in your laptop or desktop. Well, from a streaming perspective, I have not found it yet, but I am sure OBS or some other ones are probably putting that into the works. So I don't know yet, but right now I don't know any. Hey, Southern Belle, how are you? Thanks for joining. So one thing I have to tell you guys is really simple. Obviously, if you put in a song, even if it's freeware, make sure you give credit to the author of the song and or music. But simple music policy. It tells you what you can and cannot do, guys. If you have any questions or any doubts, click here and learn more. See it? It's got some restrictions and stuff like that. You could actually search as well. So give you an idea, you could type in a name of a song you like in here, and it will tell you what the restrictions are or if you can or cannot use it and get it monetized, guys. Keep that in mind. This is a very good tool. If you blindly use some song you like and if it's copyrighted, I could tell you, you're going to get shut down. I think either Rob or someone has told me that they were doing a music and all of a sudden I guess the publisher pushed really hard against it. That whole video had to be taken down. So use this, religiously if you want to know if certain music can or cannot be used by you. Because you know what? We're all out here, we're all about making that extra buck, right? If we can. To me, it's a tip. I'm not making anything that's gonna make me, jump with joy. But you know what? It's always good to know that there's a place that you could check. Search music, pull everything up, and then obviously just learn more. It's all in here. So guys, before you go in and check all your statistics and all that good stuff and you're making music, come here. Click on the audio library, do some sampling. The sampling will allow you to get music that you like, that you think you could use somewhere down the road. And then the music policies will show you, give you a tool to say, can you use a certain music that you like? And if you can't, it will, if you can, it will tell you. If it can't, guess what? Don't use it. So this is what music is about, guys. I know that there's a lot of small channel rather, that have asked me about this. And this is it. It's simple as that. You're going to create audio, audio library. Go get the music you want, and music policies allow you to get an idea what the policies are and search for music that tells you what you can and cannot do. So it's that simple, guys. It's not a very hard thing. So DNG Explorer, I don't know if you've seen when I answered your question about videos, if it's already published, can you replace the music? And it is yes. So I'm not going to go back to it. I'm going to make you rewind it. Go look for it if you didn't see it. So that's it for the music. Does anybody have any questions? So guys, what I would also do is I would suggest that you go out to see some music streams, right? If there are people that are streaming, they know their genre, work with them and say, hey guys, let's do a collaboration. And that's what I did. A lot of them, travel music, I've been collaborating with a few people using the same music. I'm giving them credit, right? So it's that simple. It will take a lot of the headache out of your search. But again, this is collaboration. Not all channels want to collaborate, so keep that in mind. But if they do, you have a friend for life. You guys will be collaborating back and forth. So, so it's that simple. This video is just about music and really nothing else. But before, I call it a day. Just so you know, guys, we have a lot of channels here. I mean, everybody that I see here, I could truly say I know your channels. I watch your channels, and you know what? If I don't do sub for sub, but I could tell you that everybody in here, if you become their friend, they will be your friends for life as well. They will be there to support you. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say go sub, go sub for sub, but go hang out some of these channels. They're really fantastic. I mean, from my perspective, I have people who are really theme park lovers, to travel lovers, um, to kind of gaming in Vegas, which I love. I mean, I could tell you that this is the reason why I have Vegas videos on my channel as well, because I happen to love playing slots. And at times that I can't be there, I'm gonna be hanging out in those slot channels and watching them hit like 1,000, 2,000 on hand pays, right? Or even if not, these folks, let me tell you guys, the folks that are on here who are slot channels that you will see if I put out a video, if they come in here, these guys are really righteous guys. If you support them, they will always support you back. Almost every one of those guys that I know, they will always support you back. So I know that Wendy, I know that you also are in that area as well. I've seen you, and I'm sure you could attest to that when you respond to some of these people support you back as well. So keep that in mind, you know. So Angela is from Pirate Princess. She lives in Vegas. What's really cool is that I found that people who are in Vegas in these type of areas are really mad cool, including Angela. Even though she's starting to put out some videos, you will see her there. She's really mad cool. If you see her, say hello to her. She's one of those people who I would easily say would be a great mod, along with, Belle Southern, I've seen as well, doing a great job. And, even the Mickey Bunch. Those of you who don't know the Mickey Bunch is also one of my partner channels now. We're going to be doing a collaboration video, guys. I'm going to kind of point this out, guys. So Mickey Bunch and I were doing a collaboration. We're actually doing a video where, as you know, I have a set of videos called free things in Disney. Well, they have provided me with the Pirates game pieces and maps. I'm gonna do that, and then after I start showing the items that you could get for free, you guys will then go to Mickey Bunch's channel when we start putting that out to show how it's played, guys. So think about that. This is collaboration. And you know what? One of the things I'm gonna do is when I go to Vegas, I'm gonna meet up with a few of y'all who are out there. I'm gonna do a collaboration with you guys as well. And Pirate Princess, as we already said, if I go there, you're free. Feel free to drop by. I would love to kind of have you in the collaboration video to say hello. So it's that simple, guys. With this music, you could do a whole mess of collaboration, right? With music channels. But not only that, but when you start collaborating, start thinking about how you can bring value to your partners, guys, right? From your perspective, if you're supporting them at like Panda Jack Slots, really cool guy. And he does he did a stream on Vegas. And you know, every time that I support him, he will always support me back, guys. So, like I said, almost everybody that I've supported in that genre here, we are still friends. So, guys, think about all that good stuff. And another channel for D&G Explorers, and I'm going to kind of point out here, very cool guys. funny as hell. Believe it or not, they're very big cruise guys. I've never ever took a liking in cruise until I kind of saw their videos and I saw how all the stuff you could do. I'm not 100% convinced that I want to do a cruise yet, but I am halfway there. So if you want to see really cool cruise channels, cruise videos, take a look at that. I mean, especially you know, uh, they're doing Disney cruises, so you can get an idea what Disney cruises look like. So everybody, thank you all very much for being our friends, being a part of this community, guys. I know that it is very hard being out there, being a small channel, and you know what? What I'm going to tell you is, what else have you got if you don't have each other, right? Be a friend to each other, know each other, truly understand, the channel, because there are people out there who have channels that do nothing but cursing and play games. That's not for me, right? But I have channels that truly uphold a certain standard, and every one of you have a certain standard that I truly love. This is the reason why I reached out to you guys or mod for you guys, is because I believe in you. If I don't hop onto your channel, that means I might not have believed you, or you did not believe in the community we are in. And if that's the case, then you know what? Fine. Adios. We have so many people out here that will be a part of your community who will support. So, guys, thank you very much for everything. Again, everybody in here are great people. Make sure you go and hang out, support each other. Just get an idea what they are, right? And just say, hey, is this something for me? If it is, by all means, please support each other by, subscribing, liking, and say hello. Say hello. It's that simple. And they will support you back. So, with that said, thank you all very much for being a part of our community. And we look forward to having many, many more years of this with you and grow together. With that said, have a great weekend, and I will see you next week.